Hey everyone, it's Queen of Light 1111. I just really felt like doing a divine masculine energy check-in. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but I'm really guided to do it right now. And um, I just felt a strong pull just to check in on the energies. So um, I used the Morgan Greer Tarot for his overall energy. I used this Celtic for his head, heart, 3D space. I used um, the Ciro Marchetti Legacy of the Divine Tarot for clarifiers. And then I also went ahead and looked at where this couple, this collective couple is as far as their Akashic records is concerned. And then I was very, very curious to see what is happening with the masculine today and how he views his feminine. And I used the Oracle of Mermaids deck. I know we have head, heart, and 3D space, how he relates to his feminine, but I just really wanted to know, like with the Oracle of Mermaid deck, like what, when he's looking at her, okay, this is head, heart, 3D, right? Like what's happening in the 3D space between them. I just feel like I wanted to know how he is feeling, and I pulled the cards and it just made me want to cry. And it's very interesting because in their Akashic records, it's like they are not together. They are very much on opposing sides, and frankly, not to give too much away, but in the Akashic records, it says that someone needs to leave. Someone needs to leave at this time so that the contract can be completed for where they are. And so it makes a lot of sense to me that we've been getting a lot of completion types of cards, a lot of tens. Um, and it's for their greater good. It's for their highest good to leave the connection at this time so that they can do their hard work of ascension and involvement and truly letting go of this current connection that does not serve them right now. This connection does not serve them right now because they're not they're not an equal match yet. Okay, but this doesn't mean that the feminine or if the masculine, whoever is waiting, should wait. I don't think that anybody should wait. And I never say that anybody should wait. In fact, I always say choose yourself because you're going to win either way. Choose yourself, be on your journey, and be empowered to change, to heal, to help heal others. So this is clearly a contract right now that someone has walked away, and it's for the good of both of them. It is time to abandon the battlefield. Okay, and there might not be a literal disagreement or fight, just a separation, but separation is essential. And take it that the person left. And yes, the person left because it is time to let go of the contract and focus on yourself so that when you come back together, you can be this equal partner. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But the more you attach to waiting for it to happen, the more you stop it from happening. Okay, I don't want to pound on the table, but I hope you get the emphasis of that. The more you attach yourself to union energies, to waiting for him to change, okay, the more you're delaying the inevitable. Okay, you have to let this go. People that have been waiting for years on years, that's why it's been years on years. Because you're waiting. You're waiting. Stop waiting. Participate in your life. Laura at Be a Good Soul will probably laugh at that comment if she watches this video because I say that to her all the time. Time to get up. Time to participate in life. And that's what we do. We participate in our lives. And that's what you should do, whether you're in union or not. Participate in your life. Have gratitude for your life. Have gratitude for your journey. And things will all work out. I know it sounds so cliche, but it's so true. Let's go ahead and get started. Bottom of the deck for his overall energy, Queen of Rods, Queen of Wands. You guys hear me when I talk about this. This is the feminine that leaves, it leaves her masculine. She is the one who is okay with or without you. Underneath her is the High Priestess. So I know that this is my divine feminine. Why? A couple of reasons. Because the High Priestess is my 5D feminine. This collective couple is not together. The High Priestess is also in his headspace. So you guys know from the way that I clarify cards when I have questions that if the clarifier comes up with a card that's already on the table, I know it is related to the feminine or the masculine. So this Queen of Wands is the High Priestess. This Queen of Wands is my divine feminine. So that is his overall energy. His overall energy is that his feminine left him, okay? She left him for whatever reason, but she left him for the good of herself and for him and for this connection. Bottom of the deck for his head, heart, and 3D spaces. I'm going to pull both and I haven't looked at it. 6 of Shields, which is 6 of Pentacles. This is about reciprocity. This is about being an equal. This is what he's striving to do. 5 of Wands is right underneath that. It's like right now he's going through inner conflict at this time, trying to be this equal match to his feminine, okay? Bottom of the deck for the clarifiers, let's see. 6 of Cups, this is about reunion, match to his headspace. Okay, we already have 2 matches from the bottoms of the deck. High Priestess with his overall energy, now 6 of Cups. He wants reunion and manifest something new with the Magician card, all right? I'm going to get to the bottoms of the deck when I go through when he looks at her, what that is, and the bottom of the deck for the Akashic Records when I get to it. Let's go ahead and get started. So in his overall energy, what is he thinking? Page of Pentacles. He wants to make an offer, okay, but he's very much guarding this offer. 4 of Pentacles, because he knows he's not quite the Emperor yet, right? The Emperor can only offer the Page of Pentacles right now, but he's guarding himself as the Emperor because he knows that he wants something long-term and he knows that he's not quite the equal just yet to this Queen of Wands. He knows he's not quite the equal just yet. There's still more work to be done. And frankly, to be honest, I think the feminine still has some more work to do. I feel like there's some healing still that needs to be done. And so maybe not quite as heavy, but I do feel like because of yesterday's 2 towers, I do think that there are some wounds there that are still open from this connection and from the pain that she has experienced either through this connection or through past relationships or in past lives. So there's still some healing to be done for both of them because 2 towers in her space means she's got work to do as well. So in his overall energy, wants to make an offer, but he's a little guarded with the 4 of Pentacles energy. He wants to come forward as the Emperor because he knows that he wants something long-term. He's planning his legacy right now. The Emperor wants to plan for his legacy. What is his end game? That is very much in his overall energy, but it all is related back to his High Priestess and the Queen of Wands, okay? So now, when he thinks of his feminine, where is he? 9 of Swords, very stressed out. The 9 of Swords is a dupe to the clarifier in his heart space. When he thinks about her, he can't sleep. He's stressed out. High Priestess, they're not talking. She's not talking to him. She's not talking. She knows everything, but she says nothing. And so, you know, it's stressing him out. He's also trying to be, the energy of this also is about, he's trying to go within. He's trying to be the wiser. So through these sleepless nights, he may be gaining some insight. He may be telepathically even communicating with his feminine to try to see how they can work as a team. 3 of Pentacles to then come together. 6 of Cups match to the clarifiers in his space. So he's stressed. He's very stressed out in his head space and in his heart space. He's trying to communicate telepathically with his feminine, how they can work as a team and how they can come back into reunion. Okay, this is also a card of nostalgia. He's probably also thinking about the past of when they were together and how we can work as a team again so that we can come back together in union. Okay, in his heart space, he's in a bad spot. 10 of Swords, like he's like, it's over. And he is so brokenhearted. You know, I had to clarify this 3 of Swords because I go into third party mode. So I just feel like I'm going to read this to you before I get to the clarifiers, but here's what the initial message is like he feels like it's over. His heart is broken. 9 of Wands. He's wounded. He's very wounded in his heart space, and all he wants is to come back together, even if it's just casual. But he knows she's not going to deal with anything casual. But when I get 3 of Swords and 3 of Cups, I'm like, ooh, third party. So I just feel like the additional message is this is over because of a third party situation, and that has very much wounded him because his feminine has walked away because of that energy. So when I clarified the 3 of Swords, remember, in his heart space, this is over. He feels like this is done. She is done. His heart is broken. So when I clarified the 3 of Swords, first card out, 9 of Swords. His heartbreak is keeping him up at night. Chariot, he wants to move forward. The Chariot is a dupe somewhere. Oh, to his 3D space. So I know this is about his feminine, right? So this is not third party so much because I remember it's residual effect. She left him perhaps because of a third party situation, but he is done with the third party energy. He's cycling them out. That's why we have Wheel of Fortune in the 3D space. So this is like, it's over. I blew it with my feminine. I'm not with anybody else anymore. My heart is broken. I'm stressed out. I want to move this forward with the Chariot's energy because I've balanced my shadow side and my light side. But then 5 of Pentacles, he is very much scared that she is going to reject him. So that's why he's heartbroken, because he screwed up, and that's keeping him up. Because he also wants to move it forward, but he feels like she is going to reject him. Pain, heartache, that's what he's feeling. 5 of Pentacles matched to his 3D space. So I just feel like, and then because I have the Wheel of Fortune in the 3D space, I just feel like that's why this karmic situation, this this third party situation, because it shows up as the story in the 3D, is the third party is over. It's over. He knows he screwed it up. So this is telling me 10 of Swords, the third party situation is over, but this relationship with his feminine is also over because of the third party situation, okay? So he's heartbroken. He's up at night. He wants to move it forward now that he's balanced out his light and shadow energy to get rid of the karmics and the third parties. But he's like, you know what? She's going to reject me now. She wants nothing to do with me now. And that's why he goes into this 9 of Wands, wounded warrior energy. So then he wants union. So I clarified this 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups clarifies by Ace of Cups and 2 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles. This is not casual when it's clarified this way. You got the 1, the 2, and the 3. It's a progression. So I feel like, yes, he wants to come back into union. He loves himself more, and I feel like when people do third party types of cheating behavior, it is because there is something within them that they are feeling lack or void, and they're trying to fill with lots of other people. And I feel like that void has now been filled, and he is in the heartbreak of it, and he has pieced himself together, right? He's pieced himself together. He is loving himself more. But he is heartbroken because he knows that he lost his feminine because of bad choices. So he wants reunion. He's forgiven himself. He's loving himself. And he wants union, 2 of Cups, with his feminine. And this time, 8 of Coins. This is really about working hard at something. He wants to commit. He wants to work hard at this connection now with this feminine. He's learned his 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, okay, 9 of Wands, wounded, heartbroken, sad, it's over, like it's dead, and I'm stressed out, and she's going to reject me. His heart is heavy. That is probably why when I saw this heart space, and then I saw how he looks at her when because he's looking at her, Page of Swords, he's like looking at her pictures. He might be observing her on social media. He is in so much pain in his heart, and it's just like, it moved me. But you know what? Like, part of me is like, I'm not going to say he deserves it, because nobody deserves to be in that much pain. But I'm just happy to see that he's learned his lesson. He's learned his lesson, okay? So now in the 3D space, where are we in the 3D with his feminine? Like, what is happening in the 3D space? Well, here's the Chariot again. Remember, it's the clarifier to the 3 of Swords. He is balanced out his dark and light side in the 3D. Wheel of Fortune. He's kicked karmics off of the wheel, ready to go into a better time. Remember, 3 of Swords, done. 10 of Swords with the 3 of Swords, done. He's kicked the karmics off the cycle, off of this wheel in the 3D. And so now he's observing his feminine. He's just like, gosh, I don't know. I'm observing. I'm looking at her pictures. I may be watching her on social media. I'm trying to see what she's up to. Okay, who is she? Empress and 5 of Pentacles, because he's just like, he doesn't know what to do. The Page of Swords came up, and then we got the 5 of Pentacles followed by the Empress. So the story is he's balanced out his dark and light side. The Wheel of Fortune, karmics have come off of the wheel. Okay, cycle is over. This third party situation is over. He's observing her to see if the Empress, his queen, in the 3D, because remember the divine feminine is the Empress. The Empress is the 3D divine feminine. He's watching his feminine in the 3D with the Page of Swords energy to see if there's any indication that she might be with somebody else, that he might be rejected by her. That's what I'm really getting. I'm really getting that he is just watching because he wants to see if there's somebody else in her life, because he wants to come forward with his cup now, okay? Although he does have some work to do and he knows it, she is very much detached from him and his energy, and she's moving on with her life, making her own wishes come true. So where are they in the contract? So let's see, the bottom of the deck, what are, oh my gosh. Okay, so I haven't looked. So add some. Interesting, because this is the number 22 card, and the last card in their actual current state of the contract is 11. And so this is 11 times 2, 22. So what does add some mean? Add some came out with the 4 of Keys at the bottom. 4 of Keys is about clearing the way. So right now they're removing blocks, removing third-party situations, removing old wounds. Remember, she had the Tower 2 times, so that's what we're doing. So what does add some mean? Let's see. Add some in the book means it's about focusing in the present. Oh my God, didn't I say that at the beginning of my monologue here? Was focus on the present. Focus on the present. It says that you are going to arrive at your goals. All of your wishes are coming true. Take a moment to see yourself reaching your goals. Absolutely. Whenever you get this card, know that you're on your way to the results you seek with the help of others and the glorious help of spirit. This card also reminds you to be assured no matter what is happening in your life, spirit is always there for you. They reach out to you, sharing their light and power and serving you in every way, okay? This is telling you that it may seem hopeless right now, okay? But they're clearing the way. You're clearing the way through this separation, all right? Like I said, let it go. Spirit's with you. You are protected. The universe is protecting the connection. But right now, where are they? 2 of Keys. 2 of Keys, War of Roses, and the Ark of the Covenant. So I'm going to tell you what each card means here. So the 2 of Keys is very much that, you know, you guys are looking, this is the current state of the contract, that you're really looking at a loss. This card represents that there's a loss or a disappointment in your life right now. So things are not working. You are in separation. This is about a loss of either a job or a relationship, but I'm talking about the contract here. So this very much is about the loss of the relationship. And it's saying here, it might take some time and effort to rally your forces to recover. All right, but remember that this phase is temporary. What do we just get from add some and clearing the way? They're clearing away the blocks. Add some is like everything is going to work out. But right now, what they're saying is to rally your forces. That means get your own life together, heal your wounds, okay? And also know that this chest that is in this card, it's the part of you that's actually filled with light, okay? This is, again, is a divinely protected relationship, and it can never be lost. It can never be damaged, because this is about a relationship to be healed. And so just know that there are opportunities that are going to come your way that is going to clear the block, okay? But you've got to let it go for now. Be present in your own life. Participate in your life. Now, center of where we are for this War of Roses. This is that there is a war in a relationship, or even within your heart about the relationship. This is also about lack of reciprocity or communication. Remember, I said they're not communicating. They're not communicating at this time. Right now, what this card is saying is that you guys have both tried to bring this together, all right? But the relationship is not compatible with your spirit at this time. And this situation, it's time to leave the battlefield. Leave this battlefield. Stop the war. Abandon this connection with him. Okay, maybe abandon's not the right word, but leave or put this on pause and move forward in your life while spirit works on this, while you surrender this connection, while you work on yourself. Okay, this is at the center of what's happening in the contract, is that there is currently someone is like putting their flag down, like, I'm done with the contract at this time. I need to work on myself. And you know what happens? The number 11 card, right? And so this card is really about, this is the Ark of the Covenant. So the Ark of the Covenant means that you are living true to your own contract. You are meant to, both of you are meant to leave this contract at this time so that you can both ascend, you can both heal your wounds. And this is about facing lessons of growth, working towards greater discoveries and bringing your own contribution to the world, okay? This is about the work is very, very great. And when the work is really great, as you know, in this twin flame contract, it is not easy. It is not an easy connection. And when the work becomes too great, you are not abandoning, you're not like completely leaving this covenant, this Ark of the Covenant, this contract, just to rest. To rest, to take a pause, to take a break, supports you. It says that in here. It says when the work becomes too great, taking a rest doesn't break your covenant. It supports it. This separation was in the cards, literally. And it says that you understand the phases of time and energy, and you work within those phases. And so right now, make sure there's no urgency to give this all of the emotional, dramatic attention. It's time to move on from this contract, okay? Heal yourself, focus on yourself, participate in your own life. And when you do that, telling you, when you do that without any attachment to union comes knocking at your door. And union is coming close because this collective couple, because she has led the way, has abandoned the contract because it was necessary. It supported both of them. Union is close. All right, let's look at what came out for them, for how he is viewing her. This is where I almost cried. Yearning. I could feel that. I really can feel that yearning. So when he is looking through this Page of Swords energy at his feminine, like he's yearning, longing for someone, undesired separation, pining. When he is viewing her, he is pining for her, right? He is missing her. And she's missing him too, the mirror. And it's very much, this mirror says, know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. And I just feel like when he looks at her and he yearns for her, he's seeing who he really is. And he's seeing who she really is. And the masks are being removed. And then we got air. The air is like, she gives him air, right? Like exchanging life-bringing energies. It's like he is sustained. She is his life breath. And then we have the Return to Aphrodite card. If any of you know what this is about Aphrodite lending her husband out to other people, to other situations. Remember, this karmic contract's over, and this is all about that she did that because she's so secure in herself. She knew that he had to learn a lesson, right? And that it's time, he's saying it's time. It's time to come home to his queen, right? The return of Aphrodite. That's what he's saying. And then the last card is Yamaya. And this is about fertility. This is about family. This is about his feminine with a child. And so I just feel like he is ready. He's ready to come home, but he's not quite ready yet. He still has some stuff to do. But I can feel his pain. Like my heart hurts for him. And yeah, he's yearning for her. He wants to come back home. He wants this family. And what's the bottom of the deck? Oh my God. So falling in love. Like he's falling in love with her all over again. And then underneath that is sisterhood. He knows that, she's with her allies. She's with compatible souls. This is also about loyalty. It's like he wants to be loyal. Remember, we have 8 of coins with the 2 of cups. It's like he wants to commit. He wants to be loyal. Because remember, he hasn't displayed that in the past. And so now as he's observing himself, as he's observing her and the connection, he's falling in love with her all over again, which makes him yearn for her. He's just not happy about the separation, which makes him look at himself, which makes him gasp for air, which makes him want to come home and have a family. Okay? So, I hope that was helpful. I mean, I felt like I really needed to do that. I didn't know that was going to make me emotional, but I could feel it. I could feel something wanted to come out, and that's what it is. So anyway, let me know if this resonates, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.